Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Propwash. For new members who haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to click the button below and set notifications to ensure you never miss another exciting episode. By now you should all be aware of the seismic change about to hit our club. After 24 happy years at September, we have been given the old heave-ho by our landowners Gwen and David Hillary. We have been under no illusion that our long-term future was in peril since the government announced the Greater Manchester Spatial Framework and the plan to redevelop a large area of the north and east of September Island. We did, however, anticipate that this would be at least 2 years in the future, and any move would be more than likely to be towards the end of 2021. The committee have for some time been making tentative inquiries regarding relocation. However, things moved with lightning speed, and once the Hillarys had made a decision to retire, they gave us just 7 weeks to vacate the land, i.e. at the end of September. Along with our treasurer Ian Watts, and with the assistance of members Mike Gore and Peter Moore, I spent a fraught 3 weeks securing the area for an alternative field. Finally, we have secured a new site, a mere 1.5 kilometres as the crow flies from our current field, but thankfully on the south side of the M62 and outside the current development zone. Nothing is forever, but we are hopeful that we will remain untouched for some years to come. So what have we got? I'm sure you're waiting with bated breath to find out. Well, to show you around, let's go over to our roving reporter for a brief preview of our new home. Yes, it's still me. You don't think we can afford 2 reporters on this budget? Well, here I am outside the new site in Whittle Lane, Haywood. So if you want to have a quick preview, come along with me. The site is located on Whittle Lane, Haywood, OL10 2RB, just off Haywood Old Road and 150 metres from the White Hart pub. The north side is bounded by the M62 and the other 3 sides by agricultural land. Currently the land is used for hay, which is cut by contractors as required. The contours of the land mean that the flying field is completely invisible from any roads and is not overlooked. The site is protected by a barred gate secured by a combination padlock and leads to a tarmac road giving access to the field. The road is in good condition and leads to what will be parking for up to 20 cars and where our container will be located. We are creating a green lane from the car park to the flying area, which is marked on the map in red and is around 100 metres in length. This 20-acre field is naturally split by a low tree hedge approximately 3 metres high, which will allow rotary and fixed-wing models to operate back-to-back on separate areas of the entire field. The eastern boundary of the field is lined by mature trees several hundred metres from the flight lines. Unlike the current site, there are no obstacles to landing fixed-winged aircraft from a westerly direction if wind dictates. The upper field slopes gently from north to south, and from the pit area the outlook is north. This area undulates west to east, but there are large flat areas sufficient for a very respectably sized helipad. The lower field also slopes gently from north to south and is level from east to west. Its orientation will mean that a southerly outlook from the pit area. We will aim for a flying strip of a similar size and proportion to our current strip. Whilst LMA-sized models and large turbines which require a very long landing approach may be a little challenging, all models currently flown at September will be quite at home here. At the outset, I must say that everything is provisional and could be subject to change as we develop the areas. Now obviously you will appreciate there will be quite an amount of work to be done before we can reach the fantastic standard of our September site. We have already moved the container and mower from September to the new Haywood site, enabling us to commence cutting and rolling the new runways, pits and access paths. I must take a moment to thank all those who volunteered and put in a great deal of work to make this happen. Whilst we will be able to fly almost immediately, only models capable of hand launch and belly landings will be suitable until the strips have been made smooth enough for rolling takeoffs. With a fair wind and a bit of luck, we hope to be up and running properly by the end of October. We can of course continue to use the September site until the end of September. Looking ahead, and without the restrictions imposed by our farmer at the Simister site, we will be investing in a programme of improvements that were previously unable to make a reality. Over the following months, we will commission the building of a number of safety benches following the pattern of the American Model Association, which some of you will have seen at the BMFA Buckminster site. We will also be building benches along the pits, along with awnings to provide some shelter from wind or sun. In due course, we will invest in a portaloo and eventually some form of portable clubhouse cabin arrangement with a few home comforts included. Naturally, these will incur substantial costs, and the committee will need to look at how these costs can be covered. We cannot rule out an increase in membership fees, but any increase would only reflect the standard of improvements that we can achieve. We can also look at raising funds through sponsorship, fly-ins and open days. So I hope you'll all put your thinking caps on and any suggestions will be seriously considered. Finally, and this is the important bit, we will be organising an open weekend next weekend, the 11th, 12th and 13th of September, for escorted visits around the site. Can I please ask that unless specifically invited by myself or a committee member, that you don't visit the site on your own. We will issue the combination to the gate next weekend, but I cannot stress enough that the gate must never be left open and always locked once you have passed through it. Well, that's all for now, so cheerio, and I'll see you all soon at the new site.